Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and we finally got our first official look at the brand new hero, Illari, in the new Invasion trailer, which not only had the new hero, but also some of the Season 6 Battle Pass skins, along with the new Mythic Skin that's going to be coming to Ana, and as always, the PVE missions that we were promised to be getting, quote-unquote promised. So today we're going to break down this 2.5-minute trailer and try to look at some of the abilities that Illari is going to have, and talk about how this new support hero is going to play like, because we do know that she is going to be a support hero, and also just look at some of the skins that we're going to be getting, because you know I love me some skins, and also the other stuff that was in the trailer. So when looking at the new hero, Illari, of course, is going to be in trailer form, so they're not going to give us tons of details of how this hero plays out. They're not going to give us any numbers of how many heals she gives, or really even go into full length of all the abilities that she has, because to be honest, they really only showcase the DPS aspect of Illari, which I think they really want to push the idea that this is a DPS player's healer, where they kind of push that same narrative with Kuriko, where she could do heals, but she could also do great amount of damage. And we see that DPS aspect right away when Illari is shooting this Orisa that then goes into Fortify form that pulls Illari in, but then she uses some sort of like Pharah rocket jump. Obviously, she doesn't jump as high as Pharah, and funny enough, she shoots a Pharah later on, but I think this is supposed to simulate that this is some sort of movement ability that doesn't launch her super high in the sky or super far away throughout the map, but just some sort of mobile ability to try to push away some flank heroes like a Tracer or Genji. But the next thing that we see is what I'm going to be putting out there is her ultimate, because she does have a very loud voice line, just like all the other heroes whenever they activate their ultimate ability.
Face the sunrise!
And she does shoot this like sun cannon of an ability at an enemy hero and just explode all over them. Pause. It really just reminds me of like a rocket launcher from Halo 3 where you shoot it and it just kaplooshes all over them. But that's all that was really showcased in that first clip with Illari. Again, no healing abilities or elements showed off, just really DPS and DPS and DPS, but we do know for a fact that this is a support hero, but this is where the healing element comes in, is that little beacon of heal that she throws towards her Brigitte, and it heals them, or at least it sends heals to Brigitte. It definitely reminds me as if Torbjorn's turret and Symmetra's turret had a baby, and it came out to be a healing beacon. Like, that's literally what it is, where it could stick to any sort of wall or surface, and it sends out heals to any ally that is in the area of effect. Again, this is in trailer form, so they're not going to give us how much heals this little beacon gives, and they're also not going to tell us, okay, how many heroes it can heal at a given time. Can it only heal one? Can it only heal multiple? But then once again, we see another DPS element where Illari is sniping Pharah out of the sky. Now, unless Pharah took some damage beforehand, it seems like Illari can do a lot of damage. But once again, this is trailer form. Who knows? Maybe the DPS for Illari won't be a lot, and the healing element from this beacon will be a lot. We just have to wait for the numbers to actually come out. But at least we can confirm that she is going to have some sort of sniping element when it comes to her DPS, and she at least is going to have a healing beacon as well. So it's going to be a very interesting hero to play as a support hero, where it's going to be a lot more welcoming for heroes like Cassie and Soldier and Widow and heroes that are more hit scanny to try to play a support hero every once in a while. Now, the next thing that we can talk about are the PVE Story Missions, which we already know we're going to be getting 3 of them, one of which we've already seen countless times, which involves Rio, which we see a lot in this trailer with Lucio and all the Omnics, or the null sectors, coming on to Brazil and destroying the city, and you have to defend the city with the other heroes. But the other mission is going to take place on Toronto, which we also see a glimpse of with Soldier and the other heroes. But something that I don't think they've showcased in the trailer, or at least for a long period of time, is the Gothenburg invasion, which of course takes place in Sweden with Brigitte and Reinhardt and Torbjorn. Kind of surprised that they didn't showcase any gameplay of that. Surprisingly, I don't think PvE is going to be the most hyped part about this season, because, well, a lot of people have a bad taste of PvE because of how just tattered and beaten it's been by Blizzard over the years past. But at least we're finally going to be getting something PvE related, even though it might not be the most satisfying thing. Next thing I want to talk about is the Season 6 Battle Pass and the new Mythic Skin that is going to be coming to Ana, where they're going to be transforming her into a freaking null sector sniper robot. Come on, y'all, I want your guys' opinion on this, because I'm not the biggest Ana player, but I absolutely love her skins because she is very versatile. But this is a very interesting take, because it's not only just to Ana, but also the other heroes as well, like Cassie got one, Pharah got one, where they transform them into robots. And I don't know how I feel about transforming heroes into robots, because it could be very confusing on the battlefield, because you don't know which hero that is. Obviously, they have distinct features, like Cassidy has his cowboy hat and whatnot, but it can be confusing, like, is that an Echo, or is that not? No, that's a cat. Wait, is that Farah? That's the only problem I have with some of these skins. But some other normal skins that we're gonna be getting is an Ash skin, and also a Roadhog skin, which makes him look like he's growing grass on top of him. Brigida's getting a new Overwatch 2 classic skin, it looks like. Torbjorn's also gonna be getting a ghost-like skin. Zarya's getting a very executioner-like skin, and Junkrat's getting an aviator skin. Again, skins are highly subjective, so you might think these are some of the worst skins where the honest skin doesn't tickle your fancy, but then some of y'all might think these are some of the greatest skins of all time. Just let me know in the comments. We also see the new skins and the new hero being played on the 2 brand new maps, New Junk City and Servasa, which are gonna be new Flashpoint maps, and we all know that this is gonna be some sort of like hard point equivalent from Black Ops 2, where you have to go and control the point, which is very similar to Control Point in Overwatch 2, but then the point moves on a random spot on the map. This is very confusing to explain, but rather if I was just playing the game mode showing it off, that it'd make a little bit more sense for you guys to understand. But just know that if you ever played Hardpoint, or I think it's now Headquarters in Call of Duty, that if you capture a point, it moves on a random point, and you have to go to that random point, capture again, and for you to win, it's all the way up until 3 points. So it should be the same time equivalency as a Control Point, but the charge rate charges a little bit faster compared to a Control Point. We also saw more hero mastery gameplay, which this is actually something I'm really excited about because I absolutely love speedrunning. I sped ran the tutorial from Overwatch 1, so I'm really excited for this because this is a speedrunner's dream. So if you're into just grinding, trying to get the most optimal time for something, that you're gonna absolutely love hero mastery, because you're gonna be able to play 5 different heroes. I think it's Reinhardt, Winston, Mercy, Tracer, and Sojourner are gonna be the first 5 heroes when they release hero mastery in the middle of the season. They're not releasing at the beginning, but they are releasing it in the middle, so that's just more content to look forward to throughout this whole season 6. But the final thing that I was very surprised by, mainly because I forgot about it, was that the very first Overwatch 2 anniversary event is going to be coming out later on this season. Now, I don't know if they're going to be doing it the exact same way that the previous anniversary events worked, where they bring back all the previous Overwatch 2 event skins, like from the Winter Wonderland event and Halloween event, mainly because they didn't have a lot of skins for those specific events, whereas in Overwatch 1, they had tons of skins to bring back. So it made sense to have the anniversary event, but here, they didn't have a lot of skins, and they also, I guess they did have a lot of game modes, so that would make it why they would have the anniversary event, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they're going to be doing it. But guys, that is basically everything in the brand new Invasion trailer. It's a pretty exciting time to be an Overwatch 2 fan, but also not if you're a pessimistic kind of fan because of PvE, because maybe you don't like the skins, maybe you don't think that this is the right content for you, maybe you don't even like the brand new hero. But that's why I want you to comment down below what you think about Invasion and Illari and all the new stuff that we're going to be getting in 2 days. It's coming out in 2 days. So until then, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.